Fix me!
Ahoy toy, welcome to Transfixed, the channel that keeps Trion until it gets it right.
Oh my god, corny, lame, boo, tomato, I'm throwing tomatoes.
Tonight we're going to be taking a look at Alpha Trion. Well, not an official Alpha Trion. This is an unofficial third-party product that seems to be called Titanium Saints from a company either called Alfeng or Alfun Toys. And to my knowledge, this is their only release. Now, Alpha Trion was a pretty significant character back in the G1 cartoon in which he was created. The legend goes that Sentinel Prime, upon his death, passed on the matrix of leadership to Alpha Trion, but he didn't feel himself worthy, I suppose, and just sort of hung on to it for a while until eventually Orion Pax and Ariel came along, and when Orion Pax was wounded, he rebuilt Orion Pax into Optimus Prime and bestowed upon him the matrix of leadership. And he was also kind enough to rebuild Orion Pax's girlfriend Ariel into Elita 1. Now, if you want a complete history of Alpha Trion, more than I'm going to here, of course the best place to go for that is The Basics by Chris McFeely. Always go to Chris McFeely's channel to look at his basics videos if you want to know about a character itself. But we're going to look at this toy mostly today. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background before we started. But he hasn't had a lot of toys, maybe because he was invented for the cartoon, I don't know. But he has had a few, going back as far as 2007. But that was a BotCon repaint of Vector Prime. And then over the years, he's had a few other appearances. In 2016, he had a Titans Return figure, but I think that was a pre-tool of Leo Prime. He turned into an aircraft carrier and a lion for some reason. I don't think it was the best toy. And the reason we're talking about him was, well, honestly, he's been on my to-do list for quite a long time, for well over a year, maybe 2 years, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. But I figured now's a good time because he's got a new toy coming up in the Legacy line where he is a retool of Scourge, which he has been before, and he comes with Orion Pax, which of course is a retool of Cup, which has also happened before too. He's also had a few other figures over the years that don't transform, like he had a Goken figure, which is probably the most accurate version of him. Now, I say he's been a Scourge retool before, but that figure actually did not come out. But this one is a pretty good figure. It's scaled for the Chug scale, the mainline Hasbro type of scale, and I think he's a pretty good version. Is he better than the new version coming up? I don't know. He might be a little more accurate, so let's take a look at him. Well, first we'll take a look at the box, because why not? So this is made by a company that I think is called Alfeng, although here it says All Fun Toys, so maybe that's just to sort of anglicize it. But yeah, it says Titanium Saints, the Wisdom of the Elderly. And I don't know what this says, but apparently it's number 7. I don't know if anything else that they made, but the box is kind of nice and G1 inspired, of course, with the grid and the shape and everything. Bit of art on the side here. And there's there's Alpha Trion's face instead of the Autobot logo. And then a scene on the back here where they're just basically showing some G1 Autobots huddled around Vector Sigma there. And I'm going to have to get Google to translate this for me. I don't know what it says. Oh, it's Spike Art. There we go. At least they've got some original art and they've credited the artist on it. Comes with a little trading card. This is just cardboard. And there is some more writing that I don't understand on there. What was that? Sanskrit? Cyrillic? No, it's Chinese, of course. I don't know what that says. And he also comes with some G1 style instructions. Nothing on the back, but they're okay. They're serviceable, but it does miss some steps. For example, it doesn't really show exactly what order you do these parts in, and the final position of the foot isn't really shown there. But, you know, that's kind of par for the course with third-party unlicensed stuff. And he comes with a couple of accessories, one being this staff, I guess. It's kind of got like a blade on one end, and you can remove these. There's a clear part in here, so just be careful if you're going to remove them. And this, I think, also, I don't know if this comes out. I can't remember. Let me try the other end. What does the thing? Donatello? Yeah, I guess they come out. I guess that part's plugged in. Yeah, the clear part's plugged in, and then these other parts over top of it. So he's got this 3-sided spear here, which makes sense. Trion, right? But then on the other end, he's got this one. I can't really picture him using something like this. It's just so savage. And he also has this piece here that's on his chest. So this actually comes off. It's a little. It's kind of like an Energon accessory. I don't know. I guess it looks better with that on. So I'll leave that on there. Pretty good likeness of Alpha Trion. That's pretty much how he looked in the cartoon. It hits the important parts, I think, of the aesthetic, the head and the beard. Of course, in the older Not older episode, but back in the earlier time when he just had a mustache, he was younger, somehow he grew this beard. I don't know, don't ask me to explain Transformers facial hair, I have no idea. But it looks pretty good. I like the shoulders here. One thing that this does better than the modern figures, I think, is having these shoulders. He's not as beefed up as the Cyberverse version, but I think this looks like the cartoon. He's got those cool things. And the way the alt mode folds up into a cape on the back, I think also is nice. It's got the hanging cape there. Plastic is hard, nice. I guess that's ABS. I don't know. I like the plastic. It's pretty good. The legs, they haven't really got cartoon accurate, but I think that's because they've got these little guns that you'll see in the transformation. Why don't we just get right to the transformation? I'll just transform him back and forth, and so you can see how he works. So let's see if I can remember how to transform this thing, and let's see if I can do it on camera. There's a lot of little fiddly bits in him, but let's start here. So we've got these arms, these panels. We need to open this one up. Open this up. Okay. Cover up his head with the shoulder armor. And we need to get some stuff off the back. We need his landing gear. Here, here, here. Take the diaper down here. More landing gear. We'll do that in a minute. And let's do the legs now. So we gotta put these, open this thigh up here. Foot goes like this. This will actually hinge all the way around to become the front of the ship. Yeah. So this part here is kind of wiggly. We'll just do our best with it. And I'm not sure about these. I guess maybe these are supposed to come all the way forward, but that doesn't seem right. Let's do that. I'm not sure why there's all these hinges. I think it should just go like this, though. Okay. All right, so now we can get this stuff put back in place. Okay, so this part here is going to come up. There's two bits here. This goes on here. Clip this piece onto the shoulder. That will hold that in place. Okay, and then plug this one down in there. And then you fold these together, which I guess is the conning tower of the ship. And then we can sort of fold this part around here. Since it's not going to be a cape anymore, this just wraps around. It doesn't really tab into anything. It just sort of sits there. And then these panels go here. And then for the arms, you want to wrap these around. Is it this way? I think this becomes the back. And then this is just to fold around and hide it. Quite a lot of hinges in here. Do I have these upside down? I think I have these upside down. Okay, let's do it this way, actually, yes. I'll put the arms to the front, and then these, yeah, all these panels just sort of, all these panels are just to hide the arm in a way, but they don't really tab into anything, so. That's pretty much it, and then we'll just get these landing gear. These are on two hinges here, just a single hinge for these ones. So what you want to do is just kind of get this flat enough that it's going to sit properly. That's pretty much it. And I actually quite like this mode. I think it's pretty cool. I do wish mechanically it was better and things tabbed into place. And I wish the engineering was better. But I do like how it looks, though. I think it's a cool looking little ship. I love that there's all these clear windows here and details. I mean, it looks like a real spaceship, which is part of the reason I like it. And then I guess if it's flying, you just fold these up. And then I guess you could just fold these out, flatten them out like that. See a little peekaboo face there. I mean, it's as good as you could probably get. But I like that. I think it's cool. Part of the reason I bought this one, because at least it transforms into something. And yeah, why not a spaceship? So to get him back into robot mode, we'll just put these guns away. And start folding up the cape. Unlock all that, fold it there. these just fold up like that to make it, you know, cape shaped, I guess. And then once all this stuff is unlocked, you can begin to unfold the arms, move the shoulders away. And you can get this whole backpack to come away from the figure so that you can wrap around these landing gear struts and hide them in the back. Once you separate the legs, you can put his diaper back on, fold these back on his butt. Double hinge this back into place. Put that up in there. Beat. What are these? Let's do something. Leg guns. I guess I forgot to show those off. I guess those are supposed to be out here in the spaceship mode. Is it supposed to be like this? I don't know what you're supposed to do with those guns. But we'll put them away for now. Now I think I actually had the feet transformed incorrectly, so I've always had it like this, but I think you're supposed to pull this out to be a heel, like this. Put the guns back in like that. So the heel kind of hits this back of the shin, but I think that's how you're supposed to have it, so it's more stable. The other way you could do it is just pull the guns out. You could even have it the way I showed you, like that. So either the heel out and the guns out, or the heel in and the guns out. Either way would give him some more stability, because the cape makes him a little bit back heavy. So either of those options, but I think that this is the correct way to have it. Like that. I think that's right. But I didn't know all this time. Makes him more stable. Okay, so for the arms, there's screw holes. Make sure the screw hole is on the back for the shoulder and the bicep, and then you can just wrap this piece around, make that. And this folds down to give him back his elbow articulation. I'll finish getting these shoulders down into place now, and the cape can just lay on his back now. Now he's back in his delightful robot mode. So I think he looks pretty good in both modes. I do like how he looks here. I've put the Autobot logo there on, of course. We should give him an accessory. So he has a hinge for all the fingers here. And you could put that, which way looks better? I'll put it like this, I guess. You just put it in his hand, close it up. I don't know, I can't quite get this in there the proper way. I think it's because, like, it looks like he should be able to grip it, but then the bottom, his pinky goes all the way in there, so you can't really get a good grip on this accessory. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe that's one. Yeah, that's kind of a fault, I think, in the design. I mean, I like how his hands look, but the way they've curled those fingers in, he just can't hold his weapon very, very well. As soon as you try to close it, the pinky's getting in the way. So you kind of just have to hold it in there and balance it. Probably put some poster tack to get him to really hold it. I think I'm just not going to use that accessory. I haven't been displaying this guy for quite some time, because I've had him in a drawer since I moved house. I've had him in a drawer over a year waiting to do this video. He's got this, I should go through the articulation too, actually. Sorry about that. So, yeah, he's got a whole bunch of stuff you can do with the arm. I don't know if this is because of transformation or transformation ends up with this kind of joints. But double jointed elbow here. Again, this thing has to fold away so he can use it. And a whole, you can see what's on the shoulder here, just a whole rotating bit. I think the screw should be at the back, so it looks like that. His wrist will rotate around all the way, and then it has this sort of back and forth hinge here, which is all right, I guess. And then at the legs, he's got a cut in the thigh, and he can swing out all the way. I guess this is what you got to do if you're reviewing toys, right? You got to do this Van Damme thing. Lift his hip flaps up. He's got flaps on the front and the sides, so you can do quite a lot with it. And the knee goes, I would say that's just shy of 90 degrees. So you can get some good poses out of him. All right, there you go. He's a pretty solid figure. These shoulder pads are on a double hinged arm here, so they can go up out of the way. You can even have them, up here if you want to, but he's supposed to have them kind of down the sides to look like his proper self. And yeah, this whole back cape here goes out of the way on another double hinged armature, so you get him fly away. So I wanted to do a size comparison because of this new Legacy figure coming out. We should get him next to a Scourge since he's being remolded, retooled from Scourge. I've got a Scourge and a Sweep. I don't know, I'll just use this. They're the same size. So that's the size difference between the two. So this figure is just a bit shy of that size. I don't know what that's accurate or not, but that's what you're looking at. So the new Alpha Trion figure is going to be this size. And I don't have any of the modern Optimus Prime figures. If I had an Earthrise Prime, I'd put him next to him so you could see. I don't have that. I do have Cup though. So if you're getting the new 2-pack, your Alpha Trion is going to be that size there next to your Orion packs. And if you want it, I hope you can get it because it is an exclusive Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So that is Titanium Saint, or I have seen it as Titanian Saint. I don't know where you're going to get this guy now. I don't think he's available for many online retailers. I found this one on eBay a few years ago, so you might have some luck finding him there if you're looking for him. But at this point, it's probably better to get the 2-pack. Although, I think I like this one. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get that 2-pack. I don't know if I need them. He's one of these characters that never left Cybertron. So, it's a bit hard for me to fit in the collection. But, yeah, I used to have a shelf with this guy displayed next to all the fembots. Anyway, glad to finally have this one out there so that you guys can check this figure out, even though he's pretty old at this point. So, sorry it took so long to get this out. But, anyway, there's Alfang Titanium Saints Alpha Trion. Thanks for watching.